Good afternoon, friends. The leadership behavior that was associated with yesterday's result may not be the behavior that is needed to achieve tomorrow's innovation. The paradox of success occurs because we need to change before we have to change. However, when things are going well, we often feel no reason to change. My friends, today I am going to talk on helping successful people to get even better. My assumption is that you, my audiences, are really successful people. You may not be a very key or a senior executive in any major institution or corporation. However, I would guess that you are successful by most socio-economic standards. My second assumption is that you are working with other successful people. Many of the people that you work with are knowledgeable workers. They know more about what they are doing than you do. In most cases, your most valued co-worker are also there because they want to be, not because they have to be. You have the challenge of helping yourself and helping them make the changes that will take your team to the next level. What have I learned about helping people like you and maybe even your colleagues change? In almost all cases, even the most successful leaders can increase their effectiveness by changing certain elements of their behavior, by becoming aware of how we can improve involving respected colleagues and follow. We can almost always get better at the behavior we choose as perceived by the people we choose. I have also learned that the key belief that can help us succeed can become challenges when it is time for us to change. There are certain beliefs, I would say, of successful people. For here, we'll discuss the four key beliefs of successful people, their implications for behavioral change. And there are a variety of reasons why successful people succeed. Some factors can be changed and some cannot. Every person does not have the potential to succeed in every activity. For example, a poor athlete may become better through practice. However, a physical limitation may prohibit this person change to even becoming a professional. Different individuals, my friends, have different intelligences. They can dramatically impact their potential in different fields. Successful people tend to have, I believe, four basic beliefs, and these are: I choose to succeed, I can succeed, I will succeed, I have succeeded. Now, each of these beliefs can be labeled differently: self determination, self efficacy, optimism, etc. Each belief increases our likelihood of achieving success. All of us, all of the beliefs are interrelated and positively correlated with each other. I choose to succeed, like success people believe that they are doing what they choose to do because they choose to do it. Successful people have a high need of self determination. The more successful a person is, the more likely that is to be true. Success people have a unique distaste for feeling controlled or manipulated. In my work, I have made peace with the fact that I cannot make excess executive change. I can only help them get better at what they choose to change. One of the great challenges of coaching or teaching or parenting, even say, is to realize that the ultimate motivation for change has to come from the person being coached, not the coach. I can succeed. Successful people believe that they have the potential and they can succeed. This is the definition of self-efficacy. Successful people often confuse correlation between illusion and a certainty. Successful behavior is merely the uh, uh, continuous determination of doing better and will to change. I will succeed. An unflappable sense of optimism is one of the most important characteristics of successful people. Successful people not only believe that they can achieve, they believe that they will achieve. Their beliefs goes beyond anyone's task. Successful leaders tend to communicate with an overall sense of self-confidence. Successful leaders not only believe that they will achieve, they assume that the people they respect will achieve. Successful people tend to pursue opportunities. If they see a goal, they write the goal down and publicly announce their goal. They will need to do whatever it takes to achieve that particular goal, chosen goal, selected goal. While this sense of optimism is generally associated with success, it can easily lead to overload if it is not controlled. My friend, successful people tend to be extremely busy and face the danger of overcommitment. Successful people achieve a lot and they can often believe they can do more than they can. Then ultimate belief, I say, I have succeeded. Besides I choose to succeed. I can succeed. I will succeed. Ultimate belief, I have succeeded. My friend, ultimate successful people tend to have a positive interpretation of their past performances. High achievers not only believe that they have achieved results, they tend to believe that they were instrumental in helping the results get achieved. This tends to be the true even if the positive outcomes were caused by external events that they did not control. Successful people's positive view of their performance can make it hard to hear disconfirming information from others. Successful people tend to deny the importance of discomforting input for various reasons, like the input is being delivered by someone they do not see as an equal in terms of success. Therefore, it does not count at all. They assume that the input which is inconsistent with their self-image is incorrect and the other person is confused, or ultimately they agree with the input but assume that the behavior must not be that important since they are successful. It's hard to measure effectiveness. You must helping a successful people change. I say it's hard to measure effectiveness in changing behavior unless there is a clear agreement on what desired behavior is. Successful people have a high need for self-determination. Ultimately, the ownership of behavioral change process will have to come from people who are changing their behavior, not from an internal or external coach. Successful people who have a desire for internal consistency. If leaders publicly state that certain behavior is important, they will be more likely to strive to be a positive role model in demonstrating that behavior. Successful people will almost always respond constructively to advice and inputs when they are involved in selecting the behavior and selecting the advisors. One must, my friend, successful people learn the letting go of the past and focusing on the future. Successful people are much more likely to change by envisioning a positive future than by reliving a humiliating past. Proving that a successful person was wrong is often a counterproductive waste of time. One should never get involved in this. Successful people respond well to getting ideas and suggestions for the future that are aimed at helping them achieve their goals. Being a supportive coach, not a cynic, critic, or a judge. Successful people attribute more validity to the sincere recognition of process than to sincere acknowledgement of failure. My friend, remember, develop a follow-up process that provides an opportunity for ongoing dialogues on selected behavior with selected colleagues. Helping successful people change behavior is both an opportunity and a challenge. Successful people will not change behavior because they go to a course. They will get better chance of their own efforts and their efforts of their respected colleagues and team. By understanding the unique issues involved in helping successful people change, organization can get a huge return on investment from development for their development efforts, my friends. Just strengthen these four beliefs I have just discussed. That is, I choose to succeed. I can succeed. I will succeed. And I have succeeded and feel the difference. Thank you very much.